This is a video to try to look just right into the simple, direct reasons why a lot of people are not dropping the weight. Okay, so here are at least some of the main reasons why the weight isn't coming off. Okay, number one, you have not gotten a solid grasp on the diet. Okay, and this is the most important. The other elements are important too, you don't want to skip them, but this is the most important. Okay, what do I mean by that? Now, I've talked about that in other videos. I'm not going to get into all the details of that because that could, be at least a few minutes. But the idea is to try to do a diet that's similar to like the Mcdougall diet, the Ornish diet, the Pritikin diet. I think that diet works remarkably well. It's quite easy to follow. It's extremely healthy. It's been highly researched. It's essentially high carb, low fat. Okay, about 80-10-10, 80% carbs, 10% protein, 10% fat, give or take a little bit on all that. Okay, and when you do that and you eat a lot of fiber, okay, you get filled up, you're more satisfied, and it's easier to drop your calories and feel satisfied all day long. So when you are doing that, it's easier to take control of your diet, because then you get the calorie count in. And also eating carbs and keeping your fat low, it's harder for your body to store carbs as fat. Okay, so that's number one right there, is that people have not gotten hold of the diet. Number two, the exercise consistency. Okay, you want to make sure you're exercising almost every single day. Okay, because remember, you also are burning calories. You want to think of yourself from week to week as like a fat burning machine. How can I burn calories, okay, with as much time as you have available? If you have the ability to do an hour a day, almost every day, then I suggest you do that, okay? And pretty much everybody has at least 40 minutes that they can put into it, okay? Even if it means coming home and just walking briskly. That can certainly be done for most people. So, and if you truly don't have that amount of time, then you have to invest some time. Then if it's 25 minutes of a brisk walk, then that's what you have available, okay? But you need to work at least 5 days a week, I would say. Get in movement. At the very minimum, cardio. The weight training, the muscle building is vitally important too. It helps a lot. But if I had to choose between the two, I would just slightly favor the cardio. Just slightly. Why? Because you're going to burn more calories, and it's easier for people. It requires less strain and discomfort. Sometimes muscle building workouts, because they're a little bit more painful, maybe a lot more painful in some cases, people sometimes give up on them a bit easier. Okay, usually it's like guys that are young and want to bulk up and look great. Young guys that usually can stick with it because their motivation is so high, to look good. For women that they'll kind of endure it. But most people that are just doing it for weight loss, usually don't stick with it. So the cardio. Okay, so exercise consistency is reason number two. Another reason, okay, may be of course, the mindset. Okay, remember that you want to keep focusing on what you do want, the success, the seeing yourself at your goal weight. Okay, so that'll help with your motivation so that you remain consistent. And those really right there are the main ones. The three I just said: the mindset, the keeping your calories under control with the right dieting, and the consistent exercising. One of the things that doesn't work very well is when people try, this is why I suggest the diet I suggest. One reason why people fail a lot is that they try to do it based on just calorie restriction, and that usually ends up in failure. So that's not a great idea. Another reason too that you want to look at is that if you're not able to keep your calories like at a nice low level by eating, like I say, the high carb, low fat, and you just slightly decrease your calories and you just work out a little bit, that's another thing. The weight is going to be so little, the drop is going to be so little that most people get extremely impatient. If you're only seeing like 1.5 pounds and 2 pounds a month of weight drop, that really can be a lot of people just lose it, with that level, with that slow rate of weight loss. So that's another thing is, because with what most people are doing, the vast majority of people, is that they're trying to do the eating in moderation thing. Okay, oh, I'm not going to diet, I'm just going to eat less of my cheeseburger, less pizza, less french fries, less soda. The problem with that is that you're hungry when you start to pull the calories down. And if you only pull the calories down just a little bit, from doing that, then again the drop is going to be little. If you're just kind of like having a little bit less of, like your favorite foods that already are fatty foods, it doesn't work that well, because it's just going to take forever like that. You may drop 2 pounds a month like that. Okay, so that's another reason why a lot of people fail, is that they're trying to do it on kind of like moderation, and I think it works much better, much better, is just jump on board and try, the healthy diets. Look at my videos where I talk about exactly what those are. Okay, and I even give you suggestions on books that you can get by particular authors. At least I tell you the authors' names. I don't think I gave the titles. So okay, so check that out. Try to just look at where you're probably doing one of those things, and you're probably going to find that you fall into one of those categories. Now, other quick things I can throw out too are sometimes people are consuming way too much salt. Okay, so make sure you're not doing that, because you retain a lot of water. Okay, if you're doing that. And that really is, those as far as I can recall right now, those really are some of the main reasons why people are not doing too well. Okay, because a lot of times you think you're doing what you need to do, but you're not. You're not doing enough cardio. That's a big one, is that people say, well, I work out a lot. Yeah, but you need to do it enough to where you burn a lot of calories. That's why I say almost every day. Okay, even if it's low intensity, just get something in, even if it's just walking outside. And again, and keep in mind, as the last thing that I want to say, keep in mind that the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of this, right? So just keep in mind that if you really truly can only do like 25-30 minutes a day of slow walking or something, that's fine. We want to give you the kudos on that, but the weight loss is going to be very slow. Okay, so just hang in there with it if that's all you can commit to it, and be really tight on that diet. Really, get the eating under control. Okay, and be patient and hang in there. Okay, and the pounds will drop off. Thanks.